Neonasaba, no siva, no genda kusozi. Women go to prayer mountains.
For the man, no pray for him to love you.
You're praying for a man to love you.
Really?
You're praying for a man to leave Pamela. Nenga Pamela gw'osabira okuva mu bulamu bw'omusajja wo. She gives your man time. She makes sure he eats in time. She's so clean. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Tales. If you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing, like our videos, share them, and of course, invite your friends, invite a friend to join our beautiful family of Real Tales. I'm Amy Kainamla. As always, I do not work alone. I have my beautiful Pamela with me to take you through real life stories. So I was going through my TikTok, I think it was Wednesday, and I did a video. A lady went to church for an overnight and to church. Coming back home, okay, you're going to find your man at home. You find your husband with another woman. So
like who?
The owner of the house.
That's the man.
The woman.
Okay.
And the babe omugole omutima gwe baleese ng'omusajja ali awo abatunuulidde ng'awagamba ono omukyala yagenza okusaba yigo genda musumba waakuwase anti wasazeewo kusalawo genda wa Katonda anange kati okunoonya Katonda byafuuse bya ntalo okitegeera. You go to church and you find another person in your house. So do you think this thing of fighting for a man, leave my man, because situations mean scenarios of another woman calling another woman, please leave my man alone, otherwise you will see me. Then notulaka abaranye tulabako abewereza of message to you, Pamela, and whoever is watching Real Tales right now. What do you think about this? Do you think bino ebintu byakwemalamu nsanga omwana ow'obuwala ng'omukyala oba as a person you should stand and fight for your partner?
Yeah, I've had situations where girls have called me and leave my man alone. Do you know that is my man? Yeah, I've had those circumstances. I have had instances where I've had to confront a guy. I mean a girl, you know, at a guy's place. I've had I've been around in this relationship field. I have experienced it all.
She has seen things.
Yeah, I have seen things. Yeah. So I don't. First of all, that story. I think I also saw that video.
Yeah.
That's the lowest.
You can put yourself.
Yeah, you can put yourself, and it's also the highest level of disrespect for a man. And this one comes with a baby, and then the other one, you know, is also coming out of the house with another baby, and the man is supporting the one in the.
That means this woman has been in the picture.
Yeah.
For years. Ngono tamani.
Yeah.
So
but you know.
No, I mean the one who had gone to church.
Yeah.
She didn't know that there is another woman in the picture. So ekintu ogenda mu overnight kyamuyambye nnyo okumanya whether she has a co-wife. And actually ekintu ekyasinze okunyiiza mu eno situation kyabadde kya environment mwe babeera.
The setting.
You're sleeping in a single room. You're literally trying to put life together. You're trying things out with this man. When you feel like, man, I'm so down, I need to go before the Lord. Let me go pray for my man. May the Lord open doors for him. Only to find another woman.
But you see, Amy, fine, I blame the man 100% because if this is my space, then you don't have any business bringing it. Unless I'm just a girlfriend and I have stormed your home unannounced, that is different.
Girlfriend who has a kid.
Yeah, there are girlfriends who have kids. You're a girl, you're not yet married, you have mama. You are. Okay, maybe mama, if you choose to call it like that.
I know.
But you see, when you start living with someone, you must know that this particular situation is not all about you.
Yeah.
Some of us have been so independent in life that we reach a point where we don't even realize that I'm in a relationship with someone. So every decision you're making it on your own because you've been used to it. Maybe the past 10 years, that's how you've been doing your things. Oh, tomorrow is an overnight, I have to go. Oh, there's a birthday party, I just have to go. Then I'll inform my hubby when I reach the other side that, I've already gone for. But, it's different when you are married to someone. You need to show him some sort of respect that, this is my husband. So if I am going for an overnight, I need to ask him. And also just, well, depending on the kind of relationship, because there are those who will ask for permission, and then there are those who will just inform and say, hubby, I'm going out, I'm going for an overnight. Right now, I'll be coming back at this time. You're just informing.
And this is for the good of both of you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep with men. I'm telling you, I'm going to be at church.
But
I'll be praying for you.
How do I know you're also really in church? It depends. Because there are those women who are saying they are going for overnight. In somewhere else. You get. But then bottom line is when you're living with someone, you must either, depending on the kind of relationship, either ask them for permission that please can I go, or just tell them, you know what, I've gone, so that they are able to know. But from the way I saw this guy acting, I think this woman maybe has been in that habit that she just does things the way she wants, but it's no excuse for a man to bring another woman in your space.
I agree with you, Pam. I think some Balokole women, I am born again, by the way. I'm locally, but then some women, but Susa. You need to go to church. Okay. Osangayo abakazi ngaaze nasaba service eyokumakya. Usually service eyokumakya alinga etandika ssaawa
maybe like 9.
Okay. No, 8. 8 up to 10:30. Then from 10:30 or 11, that's the main service. So service eno eyokumakya, it's pastor atali main pastor yalera reading. Then for at our church we used to have women ngasaba morning service. Nasaba main service. Nasaba delivery service.
As in God has not heard your prayer yet. You have to be there whole day.
You are a married woman. You have a man at home who is not a born again.
You have a baby. Like even the man is.
But at church they used to prepare food. Till now they prepare food for such people. For example, our weddings, ushers, blah blah, such people. They prepare food for them. After service, they usually have a meal. But even after a meal, you're forgetting that you have a man at home. No, Linda's deliverance. Yes, no,
they're just tired.
Remember, I was worker at 6 or 7.
My God.
So this man, sometimes this is a man who has been home probably or has been working. Nga lunch kawedde okutegekebwa ng'atuuka asanga omukyala we n'omukyala oli ludda wa mbadde nkyali ku kanisa musumba abadde akyabulira saa 12 nga tonatuuka ate kati ninze delivery service. Are you God's sister? Oh, you're Jesus' assistant. Nga ne bapastors bennyini akusabisa ng'alina omwami we. That's why bateekako morning service ne main. Morning service, pastor yennyini nga tannava waka asooka preparinga mwami we breakfast. Nava waka nga yidde heavy breakfast. Najja ku church after service. Omwami wa pastor bamutuuza in a special way n'alya lunch. Buli kimu ne kibeerawo. So you're risking your life or your marriage. If you come for a morning service, omaze okusaba ssaawa nyaddayo waka okutegekera omusajja ssaawa musanvu asenge emmere eyidde. Okitegeera? Some balokole bakisussa. So and I do not agree with this man kyeyakoze of bringing another woman. That means this woman has been existing.
It doesn't matter whether the woman has existed or he just met her last night, maybe out where he went, or he just called her out of revenge. There is no circumstance, whether it's even not his girlfriend, but he's like jangu ano tulumye mukazi wange. Still, that is very disrespectful, and that's already just away the red flag. I don't even know. But red flags even in marriage, you're not even looking for them, but it's just your cue to say, let me leave. Because the worst could have happened. What if this woman came out with hot water and just poured on her? What if it was real that, this woman is really violent and she...
No, but Pam, it brings us back to the woman who goes to church and spend overnight and whole day at church. I believe this man, come, you married your man, you're always at church, you're always busy, overnight. Omusajja n'akunenyaako and you feel like you're big-headed, you cannot change. N'akireka. You're pushing your man to go approach Amy, okitegeera, ne batandika mpola mpola.
Amy, I will never agree with your school of thought that we should defend a man, that this is the only reason that makes sense as to why he went and cheated or as to why he went and did something. There is no circumstance, because I believe that there are other ways to handle these things. There are other ways that you can handle a woman maybe who is big-headed. Either send her packing, then bring a woman properly. You understand? Or tell her, you know what, if the next time you give her an ultimatum, if this happens the next 2 times, we are over. Or maybe go to the Sengas and talk to them about it.
Sure,
so there's no excuse. There's no excuse that a man, this is justified. A man can cheat because the woman is spending most of her time in church. A man is allowed, okay, it makes sense that he had a woman outside because the woman was not giving him attention. No, that is no excuse.
Pam, I agree with you 100% because I'm a woman. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But what would that come the other side of a man? They are women who are watching us right now.
Yeah.
Abakola bino ebintu, ababikola ate nga bakyabikola. If you do not want to counter this situation in your marriage, please. Fenna tuli basabi, tujjudde omwoyo, tuzuuka ku ssaawa 9 ne tusaba, tusiiba, tugenda into deep prayers. But remember, when ngenze okusaba overnight, for example, if I come, as you said, if I request or if I inform my man that today we have an overnight,
yeah,
and he says no, don't go. Tuli mu digital era nti omuntu alina essimu ey'emitwalo 25 can access church through their phone. Omusajja wakeera ku makya n'agamba nti tojja genda ku church, tolemezaamu. I'm not saying nti bannanga abasajja ndi mubamiza ebiwawaatiro, no. Oluusi tukisusa, when are you going to have your you time? Oba toli ku church oba ku mulimu. Okitegeera, you literally have no time for your house. Togenda laba nti kati nabbubi yakutte waggulu wa ceiling, tojja laba nabbubi, tojja kufuna budde bulaba nti kateni zino abaana bazikutteko nnyo, zitandise okuddugala. Tojja laba budde buga, entebe eno ebadde ya blue, etandise okubikaminga eya brown, kangiyiseeko brush oba ekyangu. Obudde tojja bba nawo lwa nsonga ennyumba ogiyitamu buyisi. Okitegeera? So sometimes us women, we contribute a lot to these men, why they are cheating or why they are married. Though omusajja ono kyeyakoze ekyokuleeta omukazi mu maka ga mukyala we, it is disrespectful nga w'ogambye. Obeera n'omukazi wo muwasize eyo, because we all know men cheat. N'abajuzibwa mwoyo mutukuvu, abasajja ba Mukama babeera tempted. We've seen men of God nga babeera tempted, abalala ne balekawo ne family zaabwe for other women. But wetuddayo ku drawing board, abo abakyala oba olaba nga contributinze kale 30% to the reason as to why omusajja, because nga batugamba omusajja tebamweyalira ne bamwebikka.
Amy, I just want to clarify that it's about the character of a cheating man. Yeah. But the fact that you contributed, I want people to know this clearly and never ever take it as gospel truth that the reason why a man cheated is you.
You contributed,
It's not you. I believe, okay, I'm just disagreeing with you on that point, that I don't think that the reason why a man would cheat or a woman would cheat is about the other person. The only reason why someone would cheat is because it's either their character or it's about them. It's about maybe their insecurities. Yeah, it's either in their insecurities or it's either they're unsatisfied about something. They feel like the other person is not enough for them. So it's always about them. It's never about you. So when someone goes and cheats and shows you a bad character, it's not mostly about you. It's about them. It's about who they are and the fact that they have decided to show you that side of who they are. And you always count it by that as a blessing in disguise. That man, if I came, my baby is like 9 months old, and I came back home and I found him with another woman in the house, That is like God. You from another night.
God, yes,
God has
answered
revealed to
your
you.
prayer.
Yeah, so you
I
bag.
get it. Yeah, you are the wrong person.
The only thing is sometimes the mindset. I don't want to diss the
Yeah.
church so much,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that the mindset that the church instills in us, there's
Yeah.
the doctrine that the
Yeah,
church
yeah.
instills in us is one of the reasons why we see women maybe failing in marriages,
yeah.
because you're going to come with such, like Emmy called a red flag.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you're going is can they your home soon, but let me go back to the pastor and pray and fast. That's what I was telling Chamba the previously.
About nga gwe kenyini okimanyi omusumba, let me tell you Pam, abakazi abasinga n'onaasaba n'osiiba n'ogenda ku lusozi, women go to prayer mountain n'amalayo
for the man, you're praying for him to love you.
You're praying for a man to love you. Really? You're praying for a man to leave Pamela. Naye nga Pamela gw'osabira okuva mu bulamu bw'omusajja wo, she gives your man time. She makes sure he eats in time. She's so clean. She's so respectful. Yeah. Omusajja tali muboggolera naye gwe wootuuka ewaka laddu neeyingira omusajja akomyewo. Newonaasaba n'osiiba n'oyita mwoyo n'okutula n'oyita faya nga tokyusiza mu mbeera zo ng'omukyala. Marriage zigenda sigala zi breaking, especially us balokole. Ekintu ekimenya obufumbo bwaffe kiri eki butamanya. You don't know what to do. Musumba ne wanakusiga amafuta n'akusabira Pamela, let me tell you, nga tokyusiza mbeera zo ng'omukyalo omukulu, because me there was a couple I know. Bar breaking. Yeah. They had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Naye ng'omukyala Eva church mulimu. I'm at office. Nakubira about I'm leaving, today is Friday, I'm leaving, have an overnight. Tozze naawe akakukebera ku baana balidde banywedde beebase bulungi. Obudde ku office sawa emu oyise buyise ku church. Okomyawo 11 osanze omusajja, tomanyi omusajja akomyewo kiro n'alya, tomanyi oba omeide emmere gyafubye yamuwoomedde. Omusinze I sat, they are both my friends. I sat with her n'otuula n'omusajja. To be honest, God is my witness. I sided with the man. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. You're not exactly. You're not supposed to be a feminist in certain things. I now support you while you had to get married to another woman. So the man broke up with her later. Because he told me, I really love you. I love your friend so much. I wanted this relationship to work out. But you cannot tell me to be faithful to a woman. Now, by me, I can spend a whole month without touching my woman. Eva, come out of Eva abamu kusaba kunoonya mukama, ate omukazi waba anoonya mukama, you don't touch her. Eva abamu is overnight. Nangamba dwe olwe Sunday nasalawo ndiwe family yange. Omukyalo wange talina wadde okubaana. This Sunday is not the busiest day. Nsiiba n'abaana bange waka. Akeera 12 n'agenda adda kunyeeza ekiro 5. Nanga but what is this? Is this marriage? No. Nangamba churches are breaking our marriages. Nangamba eno decision nagikola mu bulumi obw'ekitalo, but nali sisobola keera kumakya nfuuke ng'ekitagasa mu maka gange. Nangamba naye sikyali musajja. Omukazi yafuga ewaka buli kimu yakikola, so I had to do what any other man could do. Nangamba nkumikiriza emyaka 3 ng'omukazi akola ekintu. Nangamba kuba yayingira obulokole yakyuka. They were Catholics. Watabeera overnight abeera ku prayer mountain. Wetaba prayer mountain aba asibye ku church. Church, she's fasting for like 20 days or so. 20 days, and if she's fasting, no touching. Nangamba kati abaana abalokole musaba mukama ne mwegayira ne mugenda ku nsozi, mukama ampa obufumbo, mukama akuwadde obufumbo. How do you maintain it? Mutu judging abasajja, but then before you judge, that's why Pam kati we natuuka. If you come and tell me, Amy, I have a problem with my husband, blah blah blah, sigenda kujajinga nga so sewulira side ya mwami wo, because I may side with you and you're in the fault. So anyway, we had a conversation with here at the Sinner Towers. Bwe batu batugambye abaana banyeevu
yagenda kusaba n'asanga bamuzizaako omujja we. Yasaba bubi. Mani mu kusaba n'ogera n'obugutana n'oyogera ekigambo kingi. Oyinza okwogera tibanange zisaagala kunzizaako omujja wange, n'oyogera tibanange njagala banzizaako omujja wange. Kati yasaba kiri eri Katonda, Katonda n'ambonereza n'ekirala. Ayinza okuba overnight bwe yagenda, omanyi okali adda kaddadda nga naye yagenda kwenoonyeza bibye. N'asanga Katonda amusasudde babasasulenga.
kati gwe wagira omusajja oleeta omukazi mu nnyumba y'omukazi omulala
tenyumba teba ya mukazi ba ya musajja wadigambye nti owagira omusajja okuleeta omukazi mu nnyumba ye
eba yange tebaliyo
ngambye katonda asasula bw'aba yagenda kukola bibi amusasule bw'aba yagenda asaba birungi kitegeeza katonda omusajja tamwagaliza katonda ye yamuggyako omusajja tosobola genda kusaba katonda omusajja nga bakututteko omusajja katonda yali ayagala muggyako omusajja oyo agenda kufuna omusajja avuga ennyonyi
mazima kale.
So I believe I honestly will leave a man alone. Sagala nnyo kakakintu because katonda alina ensonga lwaki ekintu kibaawo pa engeri gy'ogenda okumwebaza ate n'osanga ate nga olulenzi lulina omuwala omulala. That is something that is very disappointing. Naye buli kimu kirina ensonga lwaki kibaawo ate katonda aba alina kyakutegekedde ki ekirala. Kati nze relationship njivaamu n'enkola birala oba nenzirayo ku church oba nenoonya omusajja omulala oba I pray about it. Ebibeerawo, things happen. Nsonga buli kimu kiba n'ensonga.
One thing I need to tell people, mwana twalina amaalo mu bintu bya salvation and God and everything.
Okay.
Ministry for a woman, the first purpose for a woman on earth is to assist a man. That's your first purpose. Never again no sabe milioni 10 ng'omusajja wakolese tomusavinze oba tolina kyokola. So omukazi alina omanya nti yayokyeza she failed her main purpose on earth. Ne katonda aba tamanyi kyamukolera, so let her just move on and let the man be. If not, apologize to the man and know how to do it better.
But was it called for to bring another woman in her house?
But you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not being a woman in the house. How you're not being the helper you are created to be.
So you support the man to get another woman in her house?
Yes, because if a woman is not fulfilling her duties as a woman, then backlash.
Culture.
Yeah. Women need to know their positions. Women need to know what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
We need to know our roles in this world and in the entire system. What are our roles? First, what is our main assignment as women? Man was created to serve God and take over the entire world. Woman was created to assist a man. So we need to know our roles and act accordingly.
Aha! So Cindy is just fire on this topic. As usual. But anyway, it's very important for women to know where they stand in a relationship, how to treat a man, and also know the relevance of church. Because when church came, it did come for us to break up. It came for us to uplift ourselves, to guide us and keep us in that religion that we know we choose to. But then it says for a moment. That's why you see some couples just choose to stay. Not even home, just choose to stay in the religion. Like you say, I'm going to be a Catholic, I'm going to be a Protestant, and that's it. However, Emmy, like you had started earlier, that we need to know, would you attack? Because that's another aspect. Because then this woman meets another woman and she's attacking her. Well, in this circumstance of this story, it makes sense because this is my home. This is where I stay. So it's only right for me to come and confront my husband and tell him, but why won't you let me in? Because this is my home, my things are inside. I live here. We are known as a couple and married for that matter. So, and I have a child with you. So it's only right for her to have confronted the husband. However, when you start, which woman is stupid? Because both of them seem stupid.
The one who came in the other one's house.
How? Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know, Emmy, that this guy is actually, this man is married.
Let me put myself in her legs. The man brings me to your house. Pamela's house.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll find her knickers. I'll find her clothes.
Oh, there's some men who are so smart. They have to hide everything.
But you cannot be smart enough to hide everything.
Hey,
remember
Emmy,
this is a single room.
You've not met gangster men.
Yes. But okay, if he was so smart, as in so smart, that he had to hide everything under the bed. The moment another woman
shows up,
and she's like, please get out of my house. I'll be calm. Mugabe, you know what? I didn't know that this is another woman's
Let
house.
me excuse myself from this situation.
Kindly allow me to move out of your house in peace.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with any of this situation, but I'm so sorry. This is your house. But this woman, though she was there, throwing words at her.
You see
Let
that?
her go. I will raise her kids. Who are you to raise another woman?
No, it was not actually her saying let's raise the kids. It was the man saying that since you decided to go to overnight, let this other woman now stay here and raise your kids. And from the look of things, both of them had kids for the man. So
this man,
that's a tricky situation. I know.
This man was another problem. So that means this woman has been in the picture, busy praying for
a long time,
and this one is
has
taking
also
care
been
of the man.
So they both feel like they have a right to the man. Like, why do people feel like they have rights to men?
I don't know why,
because
I have a problem. My eyes are now open. Because the moment another woman, even if you just text me and tell me, please leave my man, I'll just be like, oh, thank you so much. You can have your man, please.
Did you see that trending audio? It was not an audio, it was a WhatsApp message. Yeah, that was screenshotted.
I come to you as a woman.
Please leave him for me. And the other one is like, even if you came as a rat, I'll not leave. What? Wow.
I'm so determined. Even if you come as a rat, oh God. That means like she knew musajja gwendetinga musajja mufumbo. I know mchala we.
Or maybe not, but
the confidence in this reply, it really shows that she knew this man is married, but then nange omusajja simuta. Okolaki kati zaabika emipiira ze musajja waffe babiri either akkiriza tumubeereko babiri oba kimpe. But now I up and you in this that dilemma. I'll just tell him, man, as a sister, as a friend who cares about, please leave someone's man. You're going to die.
Yeah.
Do you know that people die?
You get different reasons, depression, sometimes even
witchcraft is real, people. To kill. There are some women who are desperate. Ngayagenda n'asaba Mukama ng'omusajja wange. Mukama mwadde omusajja. Ati gwe ozunza olugulu.
No, what if he was yours first? You understand? So either way, because there is no formula to a man being yours, because you might be the second woman and you're actually more solid in his life than you, who is the first one, who is saying you understand? So at the end of the day, it's about women knowing their place, and it's about dealing with the man in your life. That if I'm not ready, because Emmy, you can come and tell me, Pam, as a sister, please leave that man alone. But I know how my relationship stands with him. I know what he means to me, and I feel like what I mean to him is also equally important. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times you tell me, Pam, leave that man. Remember, if I'm not ready, then I will not leave him. However,
leave my man. Mukati watu wakoze bukimu anonyeza things for water, tightening. She has done things for this man. Now you're coming and tell her, this man, leave my man. Have you ever had stories of women looking for things, money? Nevagamba. This one you put down there, it tightens. This one, drink it.
Oh, we see it's all over social media.
But
these
you know
things
that those
there.
feels all these phrases are pH for that place.
So we've heard.
That's why they have that bad smell coming out down there, because they use herbs. So in today's beauty tip, how you can have a healthy, good smell, watery, everything is perfect. By doing a natural remedy right from the back of your house.
We are blending the power of nature with spinach leaves, fresh carrots, ripe avocado, tangy lemon, sweet oranges, crispy apple, zest ginger, organic honey, and refreshing cucumber. This organic juice isn't just delicious, it is designed to burn tummy fat and boost your natural glow. Sip daily and watch your unfold transformation. Stay tuned for more beauty tips on The Real Tells UG. Thank you for subscribing.
Women, you're going to smell for these men. That's why olawo omusajja alekawo omukyala we agenda n'omuwala omulala abali clean. If it was me, Nze nesanze mu dilemma.
Hmm.
Not me. And I'll tell you, okay, ndi mukusabira gwe Mukama aku blessing olw'emirimu. Now you're telling me to leave, it's okay. You know there are men nga omukisa gwe guli mu mukyala we.
Yeah.
Nga if I pray for you, I've seen it happening to me. If I pray for my man, I swear. No, but I na contract your sentence.
To go through.
If I'm mad at him, trust me.
Nothing will go well.
Nothing will go through. Because if your woman prays for you, put hands on you, her hands on you, trust me, whatever it is. That's why you find rich men.
Yeah.
Why? God
Sometimes
to
though,
women.
yeah.
And let me tell you, men, abasajja, gy'onaako mokka by'omukazi oyo amaziga. Amaziga ge tegagenda just like that. You have to pay for every drop of that. Every drop. It is true.
Yeah, it's very true, by the way. You live alone, even the wives, sometimes even just girlfriend. If a woman sheds tears, it's a bad thing. It's a really bad thing. Like, it's as if her tears alone just curse.
Yeah.
So men should be very, very, very cautious with how they treat women. Even just breaking up with her. That's why you see some guys don't even know how to break up. They don't want to tell you I'm done with you because they don't want to see the repercussions of, as in, I'm done. Yeah. Hey.
That's why some men will live in your relationship. No gibera mweka. Paka wokizuula nti ekituukira omusajja on. God created men. Omusajja pam akuleka mu relationship.
Yeah.
No,
you're in it alone.
No giberamu nga he comes and sleeps with you, of course.
You're the one who's putting in all the effort. You're calling. You're sad alone.
Yeah.
You're wondering where he is.
He's always busy. He's always having some money. Me have a project I'm working on. I'll get back to you. He doesn't get back to you.
But you see, Emmy, those men are the ones who are the most cursed. Because if I had to curse a man, I would curse that one.
Why?
I like a man. No, Emmy, me, I like a man who is straight up. As in, let's do this like sharp. Tell me things are not working right now. If you want to be polite enough, maybe say, let's have a break. I will know what that break means. Yeah. However, I will not accept it. I'll keep telling you, okay, you said a break, but women already know that this guy is done with them. But they'll still pursue, thinking, you know. Me, I like a guy who tells me, I'm not feeling this thing anymore. I think we need a break. Or you tell me, okay, there's no hope there. So that yes, let you be there knowing very well that this is my position with this man. Because some guys may not even, guys are very plain. They will give you signs and show you, I'm done. Bambi, I'm done. Yeah?
You see it.
Yeah, you know
it. Feel it.
Yeah, and you feel it.
You feel it. And be like, man, this nigga, I'm still on
But just tell us. Still, even if we feel it, or we know it, or what, you just come and tell me I am done, and stop replying to my texts, maybe in a superficial way. Honey, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Blah, blah. Oh, I'm so busy, but trust me, I still love you.
Why? Like, if you're done, like, just cut communication or tell me we need space so that I find my level and start healing earlier, and then. But then you lie to me. Tomorrow you're bringing me a gift. The next day you're telling me let's go out. The other day you're what is it? Yeah.
So Pam, as we conclude, someone out there who's watching Real Tales, they are going through this situation of meeting another woman randomly, or they've been there, or they are in pain because they've seen it or witnessed it.
Yeah.
Some advice. That sister or that brother, because now
but you see Emmy, it's really hard to tell what someone will do in the moment, because depending on how much you love someone, that is why you've seen shocking incidents of women killing themselves, or maybe even injuring the person, or beating the other woman, or different things. So it's not easy to tell what someone will do in the moment, especially if they have invested most of their time and energy into a relationship, and they have not put it at the back of their minds that one day this may be over. People, we need to realize that if death is real, then anything can end in life. As in, when you get into a relationship or anything, even if it's a job, even if it is, you just have to have that setting in your mind that, there's an eventuality. Just as life happens, you're living your life, your mom dies. You're living your life, your dad passes on. You're living your life, you fail exams. Like there's always going to be eventualities. So in any journey that you get into, keep it at the back of your mind that, well, I am trying this out, but in case it doesn't work, I shouldn't be taken or hit by surprise to the extent that I'm going to act in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Second is there's no reason why a woman out there would fight for a man under any circumstance. First of all, respect yourself for your own esteem as a woman and your own peace of mind, because you don't know what that fight will lead to. But just respect yourself most times enough to walk away from situations silently. There's a lot of power in silence, because even if this woman, let's say, walked in and found the other chick comes out and she just walked away in silence, at the end of the day there's a lot of power, because he's now thinking 1,000 things. Even the other woman is like, has she gone for hot water? Has she gone for a pang? Has she gone for a knife? Is she done? Is she not done? What is her next course of action? As in, silently walk away. And the silence gives you that space to think about what you could have done or what you can do more appropriately than what you could have done before thinking. You know, when you don't think, you act in the moment. Maybe you killed someone in the moment, but when you're silent, however angry you are, you go sit for 5 minutes, cry if you like, but then at the end of the day, you will know the best way to behave towards yourself or the other person.
So the ladies, if you love yourself, nothing can move you. If it was me, we've been in situationships. And for example, situationships. I've been in one situationship. A guy spent 2 days, as in 2, without communicating to me, and that was the end of the relationship. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is it called pride? Proud? Be proud as a woman. Always have that alongside you. Keep it in your pocket. As a woman, I have to be proud. Nothing. Like no one should lower my standards. So I have to be fighting for a man.
There are many men.
Better. There are so many men out there who are dying to have you. I always tell you guys, I always tell you ladies, there are so many men who are much better than that man you have, who can love you and give you the life that man, you see, who can respect you more than this man respects you. So, if you get into a situation and this man disrespects you, doesn't know your worth, kindly be gentle, smart, move on. If I was that lady, I was just going to tell her, okay, so of course toba na next, because toba oba tumanyi ngenda kutandikawo, but the way nze genneekankamu jagende wa Pam mugambe, Pam, this is what has happened, please can I be at your house for a week nga ekyokuzaako.
Exactly.
Nemba sina sente, nja kwepankamu kalya ng'omukazi kaba kandimu. Ngamba, Pam, I'm coming to your house now. Do not ask me why, what happened. The rest we shall talk when I'm at your place. I enter, pick out my stuff.
You don't even, because how do you enter when somebody else is in the house?
No, just politely ask you, can I pick my stuff?
No. Okay. Leave them. When he's ready, you give them to you.
Enter, pick my stuff. I go to Pamela.
You don't even enter.
I block you and I make sure we do not meet. That is the end of us.
No, but you see, Emmy, we are talking about a woman who has a child.
Has a child, yes.
Yeah. So we need to be able to sit in her position. And then we're also talking about a different class of a woman who is probably unemployed, as in she depends, like her life revolves around this man. So at the end of the day, I don't know. Okay, I agree with what you're saying. It is a girl who has her own thing going. Like Emmy is a working woman. She has her own goal ambition. She has money coming in her pocket, so she can be able to start from somewhere. She has a support system. She has Pam who is well off as well, like who can support her, you know. But then there's this woman whose whole clan has been depending on her and her husband. This woman who has a baby. The man has been centered, the baby's life centers around the man, the support and all that. So how would we advise such a woman, as in she doesn't know where to start from? Taina business, see? Taina friends, maybe support system, electrical, like maybe friends, aunties, relatives are not very present and stable as well.
Yeah.
So how would you advise her?
Pack your thing.
And go away, yeah. My father has died. Anyway,
find any relative you can stay with.
There is somewhere you always get to.
Always someone
There's
in
always,
your life who can come through for you.
Or go back to the church. Sleep in the church for 1 week.
This is the church. You're giving your time for the rest of your marriage. Ever since you got into this marriage.
Go and be an usher.
Your pastor, Omugambe pastor, I have nowhere to sleep. Churches always
the house people. Yeah.
The house people. So be there as you figure things out. Wabanga obadde housewife nga tomanyi kyakola. Ojja kufuna ekyokola, like it or not.
The situation has pushed
you to the wall, and the only option you have is to figure things out. If you are alive, you have 2 legs, you have 2 hands, you can always figure things out, but do not lower yourself to an extent of fighting for a man.
I had a friend who had an issue. Actually, she had a child with this man, and this man was treating her bad, and then she had her uncle. So the uncle advises her and tells her, you know what, you're still young. The best thing advice I can give you is leave that child for that man. And then go and pursue your own life, because then right now you don't have any way of supporting that child. You and the child can't be together. So I think in certain instances, though it's a very risky thing, because when a mother leaves a child very young,
their hearts
even if their hearts, but men, as we know, men are not present. He goes to work, agenda ku safari for 1 week. This child is in the hands of a stepmother. So other mothers, sometimes stepmothers are maybe not that critical, or maybe mistreat the child. So it takes a huge toll on that child, and the child grows up bad. That's why you see most women struggle to be with their kids. They're like, But I think such advice would also work best for.
So I feel like the moment you spend a week without talking to me, this relationship is done. Please don't look for me. I will not look for you. Anyway, that has been our today's episode of this lady. Kansubiremwe abali eyo ng'oli mu kulaba oba olina omuntu kyemmanyi oli eyo olina omuntu wayita mu mbeera bwetyo, oba olina omuntu gw'omanyi ng'agiyitamu, oba tolina muntu gw'omanyi agiyitamu nga gwe kennyini you are the same situation, you're stranded, tomanyi kyakola. Kindly rewind, watch this video until you finish it. Pick ezo zokka ensonga, oba pickinga amagezi gokka aganasobola okuyamba. Bw'oba ekyokuleka omwana w'omusajja kye kijja okuyamba, leka omwana tajja kufa. Obanga ekyogenda n'omwana wo ku kyaki webaka ekyo kijja okuyamba, do that. But tobeera wantu webakuyisizaamu maaso, tobeera wantu wogenda kubonaabona obulambo bwonna, because if you can take in this disrespect, be ready to take it in for the rest of your life. Otherwise, you deserve better. You deserve a better place, a better person, and you can do it. Please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Real Tales EUG. Please share our videos to those groups. Wonna what sharing, the chemanyi ja kutuuka ko oyo omuntu ayita mu mbeera eyo oba oyo agyetaaga. Please leave a comment or a suggestion in the comment section below. You can suggest or you can comment about today's topic. Click on the bell so that you don't miss out on any of our new episodes. We take out our episode bakuweza ka notifications. We'll tell us what we say, balese ebyakabi. Till next time we meet, I've been Amy Kainamla
and Pamela. So bye.
Bye.